Yeah, I mean, he got here like a week ago, so I feel like I haven't seen everything yet. But it's definitely great having him on market. I feel like he's going to make us a better team, and it makes us more competitive.
Overall, as a team, it seems like you guys enjoy playing with each other. Coming into the environment, obviously being a rookie, what have you learned from guys that have been in DC for a while, such as 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗡, Jordan Poole?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, learning from these guys, when we play pick-up and everything, it's just the pace, how they play. It's a fast-paced game, and you can see that, when we play pick-up and everything. So, just trying to mimic what they do and, see what their habits is.
Hey, Alex. I don't know if we've spoken to you since the Summer League. After playing in Vegas, what has been your focus in your training program since then?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, that's what my coaches work on. I feel like we work on everything. I've been working on my body, been working on my shot, on, my ball handling, my defense. There isn't one thing I haven't been working on, really.
And what's it been like in these informal scrimmages and practices that you guys have had, just being in that NBA environment and, being on the court with your new teammates?
Yeah, it's been great. Everybody competes hard. Everybody wants to win. So it's great energy. Everybody's pushing each other to be better. So, it's been a really, really great pickup games.
Hey, Alex. 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗡𝗪 with the Washington Post. Do you have a preference between playing at the 4 and the 5?
Not really. I feel like nowadays, it's really whoever's up front plays the 5, whoever is back plays the 4. So I think that what can make us a special team is really having that versatility. And, some plays I might play the 5, some plays I might play the 4. That's not really what I'm focused on.
What are the goals you have for yourself that you and the team have set for yourself coming into the season?
Yeah, so for me, really, it's just getting better, like game by game, being locked in, my routine, living my print on the game, and, really trying to impact winning as much as I can.
Hey, Alex. 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗢𝗪, Montreal Sports Network. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. So since you got to D.C. and played in the Summer League and all that, have any Wizards coaches talked to you about what they like about your game, what they want you to work on, or anything like that? Have they been in communication with you about that?
Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot about everything. That happens sometimes during practice. Some piece of advice after play, what a coach likes you to do or not, and, just helping you being a better player. That happens every day.
And you've played all over, most recently obviously in Australia. What do you think is going to be the biggest learning curve coming to the NBA? What's going to be different to you?
I mean, the game schedule is definitely different. There's way more games in the NBA, so I'll probably say that.
With Jonas Valanciuna, just going up against him in practice every day, how can that help you as a young player?
I mean, that can definitely help, just me learning the physicality of the NBA. He's a really physical big, and, just being able to practice against him is just going to make me more ready for the games.
Hi, Alex. Ian Quill in Associated Press. It's not very often that you come to a situation where you have someone with a similar backstory who's gone through their first year, a year before you, another French player who's drafted in the teens. How much do you plan to lean on Bilal as far as what to expect in your first year? And I know he said you guys didn't know each other that much growing up or play against each other that much growing up, but how much do you plan on leaning on his very recent experiences as a rookie in your first year?
Yeah, I mean, it's great having him. Obviously he's from France too, so it's really special for me to have a teammate like him. And, he's been through his rookie year, so anything I can learn from him, I'll ask. And, I think we can both make each other grow.
Hey, Alex. Josh Valdez. I was wondering, what is the biggest difference from playing, in Australia and then playing here over the summer? Just in terms of the game and just the play style and really anything that comes to mind?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it was pretty similar. The NBL is like a really fast-paced league too, and physical. So it was some similarities more than differences, I'll say.
Yeah, and then obviously you had a couple games where the shots weren't going down probably as much as you would have liked. Do you think you was there anything was the cause of that, or do you think is there something to improve on there, or how do you how would you like try to improve that as the actual NBA season rolls along?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, summer league experience was great. I played 4 games. I learned about my teammates. I learned about, how my shots was going to come into games. But I'm really locked in this season right now. I have a great staff around me, great group of players, and I feel like we're all motivated just to get rolling with the season.
Hey, Alex. It was a tough summer league at times offensively for you. Was that something that you thought about, took with you, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, again, it was like 4 games for me. So, I had like a lot of learning points I could take from that. So I feel like it was a great experience, honestly. And what's really important is the season coming in front of us right now.
And then practicing against Jonas, you talked about the physicality that he brings. Was there a moment at any point where, 265 pounds posts up into you and you're like, oh my God?
Not yet. We haven't really played live, so not yet.
Hi, Alex. Looking at the way that you've been able to acclimate yourself so far, what have you been able to learn about BK as a head coach in a very short window of time? And what do you think is the biggest thing you can learn from him in your first season?
Yeah, I feel like BK really put the accent on us playing hard on defense, getting out, getting stops, and being a really fast-paced team. So I feel like that's something you can always implement in your game, and that's what winning habits are really. So just taking that from him is definitely going to make me a better player.
And then Bilal spoke about getting used to the officiating and the way it's done overseas versus the NBA. Has he had any conversation with you about that? Is that something you're well aware of and will have to try to, adjust your game to, especially on the defensive end?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely aware of it. I feel like that's stuff I'll pick up, during preseason, getting used to officiating and stuff like that. So, 3 seconds in the key, stuff that are different from the Europe or FIBA system. So that's just stuff I guess I'll just pick up on the fly. Yeah, that's true.
And Alex, I was also wondering if how much have you gotten to talk to Jordan Poole and Kuz so far? Have you been able to learn anything? Obviously, it's super early, but have you been able to soak in any knowledge yet, just from their years in the league and being on championship, high contending teams?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, JP is like a point guard, so it's a lot of connection between me and him that needs to be made. So we talk a lot about screening angles. What are his spots on the floor? What are my spots? And just trying to get to know each other. Same for Kuz. He's really dominant. And I guess I try to find my windows when I'm playing with him. What's his spots? What are his habits? What shots he takes? So I can definitely learn from both of them.
Alex, 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗡 Johnson with Anscape. You said earlier you don't really care about playing the 4 or the 5, but I did want to know, what do you see for yourself as far as working in the paint or being a back to the basket sort of forward or center?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for me, what's important is kind of doing both. That's when really I can be impactful. When you have a smaller guy on you, you might roll and play at the rim, or when someone's dropping, you can pop and shoot. So it's really reading the defense more than anything else.
Alex, Josh Robbins with The Athletic. What are you looking forward to most about the season ahead?
I mean, I'm really looking forward, the first game, honestly, really opening night. That's really what's going to start the season. And I feel like that will set me as an NBA player. So I'm really excited for that.
Hey, Alex, are you looking forward to the Montreal trip, and what's it been like being on a team where there are a few other French speakers?
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of French speakers right now on the team, so he's definitely great being able to speak French. I feel like that trip's going to be nice. We're playing the Raptors. It's going to be a great trip because we can practice there, and we'll learn more about our team, so it's going to be exciting.
Bilal said that you guys have been talking trash in French, so that no one else hears. Any choice words that you'd like to share?
I don't know if I'll share them, but definitely, if he can help me avoid getting texts, I'll definitely talk French.